As we fall into the fifth episode, we see that Jinwoo is still keeping his newfound Apple Pro visions. We open up to find out that he is really a go-getter and he's about his money. He has a log, and inside of that log, he can look for specific missions. This man is beyond his status as an E tier hunter on paper. He surely comes into a crossroad where if he wants to get better matches and he wants to get better money, what he has to do is reclassify. This means he can get tested again, and if he scores high enough, one of the higher tier groups can actually record him. When they record him, he'll be able to get C, B, A, and what he really, really wants is those S tier missions. When he gets those type of missions, that means that he will get more currency, more money, he can upgrade his kit, and set out to do what he's been wanting to do this whole time. Take care of his family. The only flip side to him having these Apple Pros and the only flip side of him having this quote unquote reawakening is if he is casted and it is officially on paper that he is being reawakened, that might make him a target. There's something in solo leveling that we're not seeing yet, and everybody's really worried about his reawakening. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know what it is. I can't put my thumb on it, but there's something to it. In the earlier episodes, it was kind of foreshadowed. I think there might be a double-edged sword with that title. Those are the those are the guys with the top five, top six, top seven S tier capabilities. They seem to be hiding something, and I think that's why Jinwoo, with his natural intuition, is keeping his awakening under wraps. Wusong, he ends up getting his log pulled up, and he finds a C tier mission after scrolling aimlessly for hours on the gram. His first red flag pops up. It goes that intuition again. But his first red flag pops up saying that they don't have a healer. Now, if you've played Overwatch, you know that you must prioritize tanks and healers. Jinwoo Song, being a gamer kid, he knows that if you want to get full on damage, that means you need range characters. And if you just have pure damage and range, you're going to get that ass torn up. Basically, Jinwoo needs a mercy for healing, and he needs him and his squad to prioritize plates. They're not. They're going full damage. So he meets up with the team and they make him sign a contract. Also, a second teammate comes up, and this kid is a noob. You can tell he's a noob. He's got real shiny gear. He's real loud. He's real flamboyant. And it's just very, very weird to Jinwoo. What separates Jinwoo from any other anime and from other characters in Shonen Labs is his intuition. He will have something pop up, and he won't just let it be. He will pay attention to it, or he'll put that in the back of his pocket. So, like I said, they meet up with the team. Everybody's signing contracts. Now, this mission, it states that he is required that half of the members on this mission be at least a C tier. Well, Jinwoo and the new cat, they're the odd men out. They're both E tier. Again, with that intuition, he's told that all he needs to do is carry everybody's food and essentially their loadout. Once they start to enter in the dimension, Jinwoo and his intuition save the day as usual. They're in a cave and they start killing these gray lettered ants. As I've referenced in my early videos, you have your gray tier, you have your blue tier, and you have your red tier. Well, they're fighting gray tier ants. They slaughter them. They go back to that farming sesh. They continue on to go deeper and deeper inside of the cave. Now, they notice the deeper they get inside of the cave that there is nothing but dead bodies. And it looks like something is feeding on these dead bodies. Again, Jinwoo, he's sitting back, cool, calm, and collective. He was told to carry the gear, carry the loadouts, and carry all the goods. So, he doesn't say anything, and they continue to go deeper and deeper inside the boss's chambers. Now, Jinwoo notices that these guys are in tandem together. They work very, very well as a team. He also then remembers that they said they would take any two. Being that that is the case, being that those two, talking about Jinwoo and the rookie, are low, low ranks, hypothetically, if they were to die, it would be normal because they're rookies. They then notice inside of the beast lair that there are tons of rocks and mana. They've hit the jackpot. Now, inside the kit that Jinwoo's carrying, ironically, the gang didn't bring their pickaxes, so they can't farm the mana. They can't farm the axes out. Jinwoo, being the guy that he is, and he thinks before he speaks, he just sit back and he has a light Yagami moment. As the group begins to leave, he starts noticing that the entire time that that group of six were working in tandem together, they always had their eye on the low tiered guys. As he begins to realize that they've been set up, as he begins to realize that they are going to be the last two guys out, boom, the entrance blows up. The noob looks to Jinwoo and he is scary. But little does he know that he's standing next to Jinwoo. You know what Jinwoo's got? Jinwoo has his knife. That's right. Jinwoo's not lacking. He's got his knife, and this gigantic spider comes out. This thing is huge. Straight tarantula, straight Black Widow style. Jinwoo drops his kit, pulls out his knife, eyes go blue, and he runs up on that spider, and that is how we end episode 5. This series, again, it's not missing. We're 5 episodes in. It's just going very well. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Continue on with me to this week by week progression of Solo.